Hello YouTube, Jonathan 800 here. Today I'm gonna do a completely unscripted, me explaining what DLC you should get in Hearts of Iron 4. So, I have must have, good to have, decent, meh, and unneeded. So let's just start off instantly. Waking the Tiger is definitely a must have. If we look at the expansion features on the Paradox Wiki, this is the one that lets your generals actually have traits and stuff. Also, apparently, you need the CLC for decisions, but I'm pretty sure that's no longer true. Also, Japan gets a better focus tree. Germany gets its alternate history branch. When it comes to this one, oh yeah, China too. All the Chinas. The problem with this DLC is not much actually. Also, it lets you send air volunteers. The Japan alt history, eh. You get monarchist, which is good. Democratic surprisingly good. What else? Yeah, communists you don't play. It kind of sucks. Alt history Germany is just democratic and monarchist, but people like those. Uh, Maybe not necessarily the democracy part, but I've had fun with it. So basically, you get this just so you can get generals to be good abilities to use and air volunteers. Surprisingly, the next one is Together for Victory. This one makes Commonwealth nations somewhat playable, even though when you think about it, it does nerf New Zealand. But the reason you get this DLC is for the puppet system. There's also, what is it? So there's Spearhead Battle Plan. That's basically just regular battle plan. Tech. Wow, my microphone's peaking. Tech sharing. That's pretty useful. So the Commonwealth nations and therefore Britain will get a slight buff. With that, autonomy system. That's the puppet system. Pretty useful to have. Um, Pretty much it's you get this for the puppet system and also for more nations to play as, because this gives you 5 whole nations to play as. Lets you do some more achievements too. And if I tinfoil hat moment, I am going to say that these focus trees will be updated over time, because this is based on what happened to Yugoslavia and Romania, where their focus trees were updated long after the DLC was added. Next, we're going to No Step Back. This is for. I'm doing this one because Poland's surprisingly fun. I've heard the Baltics are surprisingly fun, but I'm mostly telling you this for Army Officer Corps. This is very useful. I believe this is not in base game. Very nice. Railway guns, also very nice. Supply systems, that's base game for the most part. Railway guns, that's 100% this DLC, I'm very sure. And apparently Scorched Earth is only this DLC. Also, so the Officer Corps is actually really nice. It gives democracies help with Army XP with their thing, Relief of Command. It's just the Officer Corps is actually really nice. You get alt history Soviet Union. I believe the only alt history you have with base game Soviet Union is left opposition, which is kind of makes sense because the old Soviet focus tree, that was its own. The one focus of alt history it had was Fourth International, so I like that. But you'll get right opposition, and monarchist and fascist. No democracy, because democracy in Russia doesn't exist. Alright, we're going to good to have, and this is Man the Guns. This makes you able to do more with the United States and Great Britain, but who plays alt history United States except for like going slightly communist to get free advisors or two get the Great Depression gone quicker. So this whole expansion is to make the Navy extremely complicated and somewhat useful? Question mark. Either way, it's also United Kingdom gets a alt history pass with it, which some people have quite a bit of fun with. Lots of LARP with monarchist Britain. The Netherlands gets and Mexico gets a focus tree. Netherlands focus tree is surprisingly good. Mexico's focus tree is like, why is it this good for a nation that didn't do much? You get naval mines, which is a feature no one uses. So apparently this DLC also is the one that does shipping route control, which is very useful actually, surprisingly. You also get Amtraks. Those are somewhat useful, but no one really researches them. Next up is law resistance. Uh, this one could go to decent actually. I only did this one because France is really fun to play in my opinion. This lets you do alt history France. This makes the Spanish Civil War both more fun and more painful at the same time. This gives the focus tree to nationalist and Republican Spain. It's alright, I guess. Portugal also gets a focus tree, so this is the one where you can make Brazil and Portugal unite. It's alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, the whole point, spy agencies. These are actually very useful, despite being not as good as some people want. Code cracking to decrypt enemies is nice. Recon planes, they shall be reworked a bit with By Blood alone if you get that DLC. Because currently, right now, you have to spend like over 100 days, I think 114, researching a plane that you'll barely use. And then all it does is give some more intelligence, which is useful, but was it worth the research slot for 114 days? Oh yeah, collaboration governments. This makes invading the Soviet Union and China a whole lot better. And also you get armored cars. Let's just move on. No one uses armored cars. So I predict By Blood alone will be, with Law Resistance, probably ahead when I think about it. Because this will give you alt history Italy. Because I believe with the update coming to Italy, you will only get Mussolini, I believe. And from what I can tell, that tree by itself will be good. You will also, with the DLC, get alt history Italy, so you'll get democratic, communist, the other leaders, Bilbao and insert other guy here. You'll also get monarchist and constitutional monarchy Italy too, but I believe no one will be playing that. Because I know this community, no one likes democracies in Hoi 4 for some reason. Well, it is mostly AFK simulator for some countries, but one day they'll be reworked, I hope. There's always mods. And Ethiopia will get reworked in this DLC, so you might have fun there. Switzerland will also probably have fun too. Peace conference options. The peace conferences will be updated in the free patch, but from what I can tell, you will get more stuff with the DLC. From what I can tell, it'll be demilitarization, capital ship stealing, controlling enemy resources or factories as reparations. That's what the wiki says. You'll get aircraft designer. Could turn out like the tank designer or naval designer, where it's like, the meta will definitely grow. So there will be embargoes, which will make you wonder about those two focuses in the British focus tree. So 12 new music tracks. I'm surprised by that. Also, unit medals and stuff. So your division commanders, which will be added in either the free update or the DLC, they will get stuff. Yeah, you can make them generals, but I believe this will be a good DLC. Famous last words before the bugs kill it. Next, we're moving to decent focus trees, and this is Death or Dishonor. I put at decent because I know most of the community doesn't care for this DLC. I personally would like to put at good to have, but the focus trees are kind of eh. But I've had a lot of fun with this DLC. This also makes the fascists have better puppets. So if you want a puppet system and have more European countries to play as, this DLC is good. You got the most useless feature, which is licensing technology sucks in Hearts of Iron 4. They need to make it better or something. That's about it. You can have some really fun games as Hungary, Romania, Czechoslovakia, or Yugoslavia. Is it worth the money? Only on sale. That's actually with all DLCs for the most part. Is get them on sale. Says the guy who pre-ordered No Step Back and Buy Blood a Lot. Alright. So next we're going to Meh. And there's only one in Meh, and the arrow says it's borderline unneeded, and we are at Battle for the Bosporus. All this does is add focus trees to the remaining Balkan countries except Albania. Bulgaria, Greece, and Turkey will get a focus tree in this one. Bulgaria's focus tree, surprisingly good. It's actually quite nice. The mixing and stuff you can do is really nice. Greek focus tree, Feedback Gaming says it's good. I disagree with them. There's not much to do. You got defend against the Italians of Metaxas, kill Turkey as every other, and kill Turkey with every other path, basically, except for the actual fascist one where you can choose to ally Turkey or shoot them. And then you got the Turkish focus tree, which is, oh my god, why is it so long? Why can't I do anything? And why does it kind of suck? There we go. That's Battle for the Bosporus. It's 3 varying quality focus trees. And for Unneeded, you get radio and armor packs. You can get them if you want. I'm not getting them. I'm saving money. I don't see the need for them. Yeah, that's pretty much all the DLC. You got the free ones like Poland, United, and Ready. You probably should already have that one. If you're not living in some European countries, I believe it's more than Germany, you can see German historical leaders portrait pack, so you don't see shadows as ruling countries. I guess that's fine, so you don't see shadows, but eh. So yeah, this is the DLC tier list. Yeah. Be sure to like and subscribe, you know the deal, and this is Jonathan 800 signing out.